welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 3 of our Zhatan the Black Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, we are joined back up with the Great Drill of Ashut, who's kind of hanging out behind the Howling Rock. We have a renamed Lord here as Droztek Cinderbeard. And then up here in the north, we managed to slay the last of the Lamian Sisterhood in a few short battles, and then claiming the Silver Pinnacle. Silver Pinnacle is one of 3 of the World's Edge Mountain settlements held by the Red-Eye Greenskins, and this will be leading right over into the Eastern Oblast. This is where Kislev will be starting up its fights with us if we're not too careful. We definitely want to claim through the mountains here. I do think that it is strange that Astrogoth hasn't claimed Uskulani just yet, but he should do that pretty quickly. And there are, without a doubt, Skaven hiding in the High Pass, and we'll definitely need to be dealing with them before too long here, just to make things a bit safer on us. I don't trust any amount of Skaven. They'll start putting in under Empire settlements, and those are a pain. Zhatan has himself a skill, but we are actually saving on his skill points until we hit up to rank 12 to unlock these elite unique skills, which are quite a bit stronger. We're going to be going for, obviously, the Brutality of the Zharr, just giving him a bit more armor-piercing damage and bonus V-Large, and then following that up with the Subjugator quickly to get even more post-battle loot, and then the General of Zharr to drop our upkeep and give us more replenishment rate and increase that upkeep, or I guess recruit rank by 1. Everything else here is pretty great too, but it'll be just upgrading Zhatan himself rather than his soldiers, so we'll go for the upkeep and everything else first. We do have enough raw materials to actually upgrade the Silver Pinnacle up to a Ramparts, which would take 1,200. We also have enough raw materials to upgrade the roads at the Gate of Zharr to Tower Roads. It'll just cost us a little bit more. This will increase our control by an additional 2, and then in adjacent provinces by 1, and then giving us a bit more campaign movement range for all armies in the province. This is a really good option, but we're going to go for it second. I'd like Silver Pinnacle to get upgraded so we can at least start getting in some better defenses. We can obviously put in the Fane Guard at tier 1. I'd really like to get the prototype Mega Mortar in instead, just to keep all of the rats back with explosives. So we'll throw in the raw materials here. We are making a good deal of them, and we'll keep doing that. We'll continue to increase our overall production. Getting into a war with Scabby Eye would put us in direct contact with Karak Kadrin, which we are already... I guess we already are bordering them currently after they have claimed Nashrak's lair there. We've got several Karaks on our borders, so it is definitely time to start dealing with all of the smaller threats quickly so we can actually rotate around and deal with who we need to, which is the Dawi. Our cousins are definitely going to be the stronger units that we'll have to be facing. So let's bring Droztek here in March stance. We're going to sprint all the way up as far as we can. And we're going to be trading off the Choo-Choo of Death. And I think... Oh, hello there, Vicious. Is he running away from the... Get on out of here. Definitely running away from the Dawi. Slayer King is terrifying. In for the Silver Pinnacle, we will throw in the Fane Guard since it's on the edge of everyone else's territory. I'd love to get the donation barrel in. It's just a little bit dangerous with we're going to have to be leaving Zhatan here. And we'll probably trade out, like I said, we'll trade out the Gordoth, most likely. We're keeping them here as I say that. We'll just give Droztek some extra soldiers and have him kind of defend the Silver Pinnacle and build up. And then we'll have him strike out into the mountains and against the rats. While Zhatan rolls back south, deals with the quest battle, and starts the fights up with all of our Dawi cousins. We're down to 600 gold, so we don't have much left. Let's check our diplomacy real fast. I doubt we have much going on here. Gorst would like a non-aggression pact. You'd have to slay you at some point. How much are you willing to give me for a non-aggression? Nothing? That's not worth it then.
I am ready.
You were ugly. Ready for an extra dose of aloe. Alright, we'll skip over our unassigned skill points. Convoy dispatch. We don't have enough gold to be sending out, so although I do really want to send another convoy out soon, we need to kind of stabilize on our income. We'll be sadly forced to skip that. And we'll end the turn. Western Dwarf. Yeah, I think he's probably just going to be declaring war on us. Yep. They don't even like to know that we exist, so the fact that he sees us is probably an extreme disservice to himself. He declares war. Bring it. Darkland orcs have finally been wiped out. Grief, it took you forever. Alright, Zhatan, let's get you moving. Are we able to switch units in March stance? That's going to be a decision we'll have to make. Let's just move him over here in March. And then Zhatan could take the units just fine. Hydraulics Tech, you were going to be giving us the Choo-Choo of Death. You don't need that anyway. We shall give you some lovely Goblin Laborers. Enjoy. In fact, I'll probably end up giving him both. Oh, interesting. Because the Choo-Choo of Death has already been moved, we're now stuck here. I don't like that at all. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Can you trade with Zhatan? Man, that's unfortunate. He basically just wasted our whole turn. Can we get him moving any further, or has he fully burned his points? If I move him into March, I don't think he'll be able to move at all, and we'll just be stuck here, right? Yeah, he can't move. That's crazy. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind for the future. Misclicks everywhere. We'll take one more turn of replenishment, and then I'm happy to jump on this Sacrifice and Revelation quest battle here. We have 1,400 raw materials. Let's go ahead and add in the tower roads here back home. We're at 789 on our labor. Let's jump into the Tower of Zharr here. Still no one else has added a seat. I think the one we are going to go ahead and add is going to be the Armor of Contempt. This will add it to every army we have, and it gives us an area of effect that gives more armor and melee defense, and it's a 55-meter range, which is pretty crazy. So what we'll do is, well, it's probably a good idea to finish off the Industry District pretty quick here. I still think one of our fellow Dobby Zharr should be adding a seat in pretty soon, so we'll add the Legate of Zharr just to give us an edge in battle. Claim this seat, and then from here we'll be a bit more strategic on just completing the districts, but I would really love this battle ability here. We'll see if anyone else tries to steal it. Alright, so we have very little gold left over. In the Desolation, I think we're going to play a little bit aggressive and just throw in a money pit here as well. I don't think the Zharr-Naggrund dwarfs, we don't see them, but they could come through pretty quickly. I don't foresee them coming through the top here unless they go straight through the red-eye orcs, but we'll see. Skip over the unassigned skill points, and sadly the convoy dispatch once more. Actually, because we can use laborers to finish this off faster, let's spend 1,000 to actually go gain some extra things. So we'll add a new convoy. He's still got 4 turns to come on back, so we'll grab Thaiku's Fire Scryer. Him and his ogres. They've been added on in, and we're not going to go to the Haunted Forest because they actually have less that they're going to be giving me this time. And I wish we had some armaments to send out. You get a lot more for those shipments. If we send some gold to the Bay of Blades, they will give us some labor, Grung Zint as well. 265 or 260. I think this will be sending it to the Crystal Spires, getting some Thinch credit here. Oh, that's wrong. Back to the Crystal Spires. We'll upgrade how much gold we're sending on out and gain as much labor as possible. Ooh. We could be real aggressive with it. Surely this can't backfire at all, right? Onward. They'll have to be taking their path through the Clan Helheim Dwarfs. We'll see if Imric is in this one as well. Oh, never mind. The Clan Helheim Dwarves are in the north. In Immortal Empires, they're down here in the Haunted Forest kind of area where the bay is. And apologies, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Nothing really to do except for drink more water. Technology research, pandemic preparations. There is always work to do. Sickness is a weakness of the industrial machine. Also, you don't get to be sick at all. Less chance for plague spreading, and then more undivided corruption from all of our protection buildings. We're now working on the Brazen Bodyguard, giving us more capacity for Bull Centaur Thorax. Red Eye has ignored the trespass. Oh, they're just sitting here, attritioning. Why? Who knows? They're orcs. Alright, draws tech. Oh, I thought the turn was over. They have not done any trespassing, warning, ignoring. You relax. If they stay, they'll be turned into labor. I hope your workers are used to the lash. If you declare war on me, bud, I swear. Don't do it. You understand this, doggy? This betrayal. Your anger only comes because we moved first. I mean, that's halfway true, but listen, bud. Huh. Rather rude. One maw for the road. Without warning, a chasm in the earth spontaneously appears in front of the convoy, forming a gaping mouth with razor-sharp teeth. A torrent of whispers floods through the heads of all the warriors, all repeating the same thing. Feed me, and overwhelming power shall be yours. If we feed it, we'll gain power overwhelming. We lose one of our Chaos Dwarfs. I mean, feeding it is definitely something that we would do. Let's go ahead and save our Dawi's. I don't think we would sacrifice our Dawi's Zharr. I think we would happily sacrifice the Grave Guard, but that's not who we're sacrificing, so you guys get to stay in. That's not to meddle in things we don't understand. Why not just drop some C4 in it? Black Venom has been destroyed. I'm sure we could have got some goodies out of blowing the Great Maw up. Alright, Draws Tech. Your army of laborers continues to grow. You're going to hop out into this area here. I actually took one too many. We have to lose a little bit more of our movement. And we'll need to grab back. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll take in the Ugly Khan's Wolf Boys when we can. So, Zhatan, let's get you moving. Move all the way into the Desolation of Drakkenmoor, and then we'll probably kick off that quest battle. Happy to do so. Looks like the red-eye greenskins are still just hanging out. They're scared of someone here in Nashrak's lair for sure. Otherwise, they would start teleporting around. Gates of Zharr are not very well defended, so we really need to get home fast. Let's go ahead and kick off this quest battle. Sacrifice and Revelation. The Dawi are rolling with some warriors, some miners, and then 3 units of quarrelers, 2 cannons, and a catapult. We can pretty easily disrupt the cannons and catapult with Zhatan on his bull. Everything else is going to be a little bit deadly, so this should be quite the battle. Let's teleport on over. Yeah, spend a little bit of our gold there. We're really low. This will help even things out for sure. I know we got Skulf the Overseer coming on in as reinforcements. That's a cool emblem there. Is this just the generic Chaos Dwarf one? He's got a lot of laborers. So were the reinforcements that were expected our own? You poor Dawi fools. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, so they're already being attacked, and we have to move in to reinforce. Cool. I love battles like this. Let's get to it. Belegar Brewhammer. That is an awesome name. Too bad you have to fall. Alright, you ugly runt sleeve. My workers alone. Let's bring... Sneaky Gits can get up... Oh, they can't get all the way up there. Fair enough. We'll still send them all the way wide. What was... This is like a reinforcement zone? Can we move all the way up? There? Okay, no. I didn't think so. Okay, so... Ooh, hang on now. Are we able to deploy back in the very back? All these extra weird white squares. I'm sure they've got some reinforcements coming on in as well, but this looks like a pretty awesome underway map. We haven't seen any of the new the Chorf underway maps, but do they have, if you have played already, I guess we'll see some in this campaign most likely, but do they have a whole heap of new magma-filled and Hashut-corrupted underway areas we can go through now? That'd be awesome. Alright, we've done enough looking around. Let's go ahead and get this battle started. Hobgoblars, you guys are definitely going to be way weaker than his quarrelers in a fight, so we're going to want 2 of them up front in checkerboard formation. Also going to want to pull these guys a little bit closer together than they are. So I can focus fire targets down a little bit easier, since these guys are really, really going to be weaker than our quarreler counterparts. Thunderers up front. The cousin of the Thunderer, the Blunderbuss. Then we'll have the archers kind of holding in behind there. We'll have the Hobgoblins holding this flank. That looks good to me. Dawi's are together because they wouldn't be caught dead in a group with their lesser counterparts. Hobgoblins. Everyone who needs to be in guard mode shall be pretty soon. Guard mode for all these goons here. And then we'll have our artillery and the choo-choo of death. Which we definitely need to take a quick look at our Iron Demon. That's not for whom the bell tolls. Yeah, they're all ready to go. Iron Demon is going to be an awesome new addition to our squad for sure. Let's make sure the magma cannon is kind of up on our at least a bit of elevation to start so we can try to fire over the tops of our allies here. If they fall in combat, no one really cares. He's a weak overseer anyway. We pay him too much. Alright, you guys, we'll keep you in the Death Shrieker rocket version. And then we'll just rain down nonsense. Let's get this battle going. Gordoth, you were on your giant wolf, so you should be able to move pretty quickly around the battlefield. The wolf is a little bit smaller than you, though. This poor thing. We need to get him bigger wolves.
Who's ready?
Who's ready? Gordoth is ready. Bring you up. Hang out with the Zharr warriors. Up front with that flare pistol. Let's get this battle started. Dwarfs have been covered at the Great Drill. This will make a great sacrifice. Indeed. Sneaky Gits, head off to the sides. Leg it. We'll bring you guys up the side there. Most likely, they will be fired upon by the cannons and artillery. We'll bring Zhatan straight over the top. Move faster. They're doing everything they can to blast us apart with our artillery teams. Iron Demon. Move fast. Get you guys all the way around behind. Sneaky Gits. Get on in there. We'll move you into melee. Kick in the more power so we move even faster. Ooh, those Quarreler bolts hurt. Alright, what is happening to your health? Pull on away from there. Looks like the cannons were actually ripping some shots into his Mail Taurus just fine. Wow, we're getting annihilated. Alright, Zhatan, let's get you out of that. New doll, we have breached the tunnel. Ah, there they come from behind. Alright, archers, let's pull you guys around. Zhatan has taken so much damage for free here. Sneaky Gits, get in there. Iron Demon. Smash in. Let's make sure our lads are well armored at the moment. Ah, that's not gonna actually do anything for us. You go deal with the gyrocopter reinforcements. Our blunderbusses are actually not going to be much use here. Let's bring the Zharr warriors in. Brings the Wolf Boy in to shut these guys down as well. Chase him down, don't let him leave. Sneaky Gits, get on back there, start stabbing that group. You guys need to get in and start freeing those arrows in on as many of the miners as you can there. More miners are making their way in. Fair enough. Starting to get ready. Launch one that direction. Let's send our own Dobbies, our warriors over. Right then, everyone here needs a bit more armor. Let's have the Iron Demon turn around. Keep chopping them. The miners are unleashing their payload, but that's fine. Zhatan easily chased off the first group. Get on over here after the next. Keep those arrows flying. Bit of a brutal first beginning to our battle there. Keep blasting away. Not the best usage of our soldiers here, but we've done alright. Iron Demon, come on back in. They charge in. Let's get back out before we blow up half of our own wolf riders. There they go. Lovely to see. Blunderbusses. Bring you guys over so you can actually start firing. Another burning head through this group here. Should work out pretty well. Keep chopping them. Give the magma cannon some help there because we have some miners coming back and injuring them. The magma cannon is going to need some support. Finish them off pretty easily here. Let's deal with this group. Death Streak, do your thing. Magma Cannon's doing just fine, and we can keep it blasting into this group. Iron Demon. Bog down, split through. Give yourself some more speed and mass there as it charges on in. Zhatan, we need you to deal with this Gyro Bomber. It's doing all the damage it possibly can. Keep the Iron Demon moving. Turn and start ripping those shotguns into the next unit there. Beautiful. Everyone help out the Magma Cannon. You guys start pulling away. Death Shriek. There's a bigger clump over here for you guys to blow up. Iron Demon charge right back in. Our warriors are rallying. Good to hear. Bring these sneaky gets through. And there's a Pyrrhic victory indeed. Brutal battle over there for the drill, but we emerge victorious. Alright, we'll take the Pyrrhic victory. We lost 999 total between us and a Skulf there. Most of the casualties actually falling on our own soldiers there. The ambush of Svinner, Gautry, and Halkenhoff. Groby Nutter. They have all been slain, and we will go ahead and transport these captives right back to the capital. Raiding season. We need to go ahead and re-raid the Tower of Grief. The Darklands might be productive, but they are not fecund. For fertility and edible goods and labor, we must look elsewhere. To the rich lands of Cathay and the Empire, to the mountains and the fjords. Ashut is a jealous god, and he covets what others have. Fair enough. Become a assured assailant, and he has now gained his Lamassu, believed to be a rare mutation of the Great Taurus. The magical Lamassu are a living embodiment of the Darklands' rage. Lovely.
Zhatan the Black.
Our beautiful red beard all braided up with skulls, because of course. Zhatan, we've got one more skill point for you. Heathuk, we've finally gotten into some of your better abilities here, so we can start healing up our Hellforged units. Infernal Engineer does what for us now again? Excuse me? There we go. Once the red bar all that goes all the way across, you can actually move the mouse on over. So we've got self-missile resistance, and everyone around that's an ally and has missile attacks, extra reload skill. Pretty solid. I think we actually want Vanguard and deployment for war machines quicker. So we're going to grab all the terrain vehicles to start. We'll be able to heal them up right afterwards. Gordoth, let's go ahead and start working on replenish troops still. We'll work down the Fated down to the Sneaky path very soon. Again, Vanguard deployment for all of our units cannot be understated how good it is. So Zhatan, let's get you into March stance. Because I have no clue where our brothers here are. They declared war on us randomly. That's fine, I get to claim your tower. The Desolation of Drakkenmore, probably not a bad idea to get some defenses in. Because we do have to kind of move through and deal with the Dawi Zharr that have attacked us. They are right on our borders. So yeah, let's go for the garrison outpost here in Drakkenmore. Right, we've got a lot of labor sitting here with not a lot for it to do, so let's go ahead and spend some of it to rush one of these constructions here. That one might be a little bit too expensive for us. I will rush the construction on the garrison building, giving us the constructor present in regions during building construction. Awesome. And Pithuk gains himself a Great Taurus. So you get experience just for buildings being complete and you being in the area? Good to know. So we're down to 800 of our laborers. Let's go ahead and spend some more to grab even more conclave influence, he says? Maybe? Or maybe just some gold. Let's grab the influence. And then for Draw's Tech up here, we will give you nothing. You just kind of need to hang out and wait. Play defense. In fact, come on halfway over here. Just to make sure we're keeping an eye on it. How much labor do they have here? Do they have enough to maximize this? They don't actually have any spent, so I'm happy to go ahead and rush this construction. Get us up to tier 2. Relics revealed. Oh. Yeah, should have done this as soon as we won.
Captured in battle, the Western kin are slaughtered one by one and offered as sacrifice to Ashut, the father of darkness. The great bull god is pleased with the savage offerings and reveals the locations of 8 dwarfen relics.
that'll work. Okay. We now know where the relics are then. Let's come on into the drill. And now we have the proper dwarven relics to be stealing away there. So we need to corrupt 4 ancestor relics. We can kind of see where they're actually at now. Got the major relic of Grungni. And as you defeat or as you claim each one of these relics, you will keep a certain faction. Well, I guess except for the minor ones. Looks like just the major ones keep people from joining the final battle. Yeah, which, fair enough. But the for all of the major ones, the champions of the Maw won't show up. The demons of the sunken sewers won't show up. And then neither will the dwarves of the Grey Mountains. So we'll just have to be dealing with... It seems like there could be an absolute ton going on in that final battle. So good idea to probably grab all of these relics that we can. First one that is closest to us being either Smednir, which if we claim for ourselves gives us the Hammer of Smednir. Explosion that is large and randomly moving. And some influence. And if we use it for the drill, we get an empowered great drill. And then the corrupted Hammer of Smednir. Extra armor for all of our Chaos Dwarf infantry and extra weapon strength. And can we slot these in and out? Once attained, you choose the relics. Okay, yeah, no, so you probably can't slot them out. Once you basically choose to claim it for yourself or corrupt it for the drill, and that's that. Fair enough. Morgrum's Eye gives you more armor piercing and accuracy. More missile strength for all of your missile infantry and war machines. That's pretty amazing. And then if you shove it on into the drill, you get less recruitment cost and less upkeep. Golden Bands of Grimnir. Slayer for Chaos. And that is up with... kind of up in Norska. Yeah, all of the lesser relics are the ones that are more immediately claimable. And we'll probably just grab these guys and give them... depending on which ones are better there. Scavor gives you wound recovery time and replenishment. The upkeep reduction, probably one we'll want to grab for Morgrim. That missile strength is nice too, but... Undivided in all corruptions. Gazul summons a unit of Kadai Fireborn. Sold. Now let's get to work. We got to find ourselves all of these Dawi relics. They are scattered all about the wastes. We've got a lot of fighting to get to actually get over there, so I'm sort of increasing our empire. Drozdek, yeah, you hang out here. We'll put you in camp stance. Over at the center of Silver Pinnacle, we want to move pretty quickly to get up to the gem refinery. Will give us a ton of gold to turn. Even for now, we can just chuck in the donation barrel to start making a little bit of gold. Happy to do so. Perfect. Take a quick look at our diplomacy once more here. He no longer wants us to have a non-aggression. Fair enough. What is your problem? Pass over the skill points there, and then we'll end the turn. Hang on now. Yeah, he's just rank 11. And then we'll end the turn. Alright, Federation, the Northern Provinces, and the Imperial Wardens. That usually happens first thing, so I'm not surprised. Dawi Zharr Destruction. Raise or sack... Oh, so we got a new mission. It just hasn't told us yet. Our empire is being dragged down by an obvious weak link. A rival for power whose every action is an embarrassment to our kind. It's time they were shown what true strength of the Dawi Zharr should look like. Assault their walls and rain the fire of Hashut down upon them until their home is little more than a ransacked ruin. We got 6 turns to get over there and do that. Okay. We can definitely. We need more income, so that's what we're really going to be working on to start. Let's keep Zhatan in march. Looks like everyone who's declared war on us is still kind of hiding, which is an interesting strategy. We'll see how well it pays off for him. Let's go into the Blasted Waste here, and actually we can sum all the way over to the Desolation and get ourselves a new Infernal Castellan. That's unethical. Something questionable. More post-battle loot. Callus sounds nice. And then Vindictive. Now we'll grab Kuntiz? Kuntiz. Hashut's chosen. Welcome, Big K. Yeah, and Big K is going to join up with Drozdek.
Kalan Kazakh flag.
Perfect. That looks good. Our income is really not looking good, so we need to start probably selling off some of our labor when we can. We do need to get into some more fights as well, though, because we're starting to dwindle. Next turn, we are going to be below 100%.
Doomskull Key.
Okay, well then, we may need to get you moving on around. The Red Eye don't like us either. They're probably about to start fighting. In a bit of a predicament we are. Let's move the move away from the Silver Pinnacle. Keep you out of this stance. Let's get you into a spot where we can do some raiding. Come on around, but don't be too aggressive, because we don't know who is exactly around this corner. Vicious, are you leading this clan?
Or I'll take your tongue.
The backslider is. We're not scared of someone named Backslider. Alright, we have a poultry income, but we'll be gaining some more. Let's get to it. And our brazen bodyguard has been researched. Strength comes more naturally to those blessed with the image of the Father of Darkness himself. Less hero action cost, and then more bull centaurs. Envoys to the Conclave is kicking on off next. Yeah, we're immediately going to come over to here and attack the Tower of Gordoth. We'll jump into normal stance so we don't get ambushed or run into a spot we don't want. Alright then, angry brethren. Prepare yourselves. We will jump into ambush stance so they don't know Zhatan's here, and then we'll come on over and claim the Tower of Gordoth in one fell swoop. Go ahead and jump into this fella's army. See about raiding our lesser cousins. Come on down. Vicious is moving on back up. Looks means that fools are not there. Love to see it. Move forward a little bit more here. We'll grab sheep is what we're really looking for. So we'll probably go for these hobgoblin archers. 2 of them. Just for more flaming goodness. Something like that. We really need our military convoy to get into a scrap. It has had a remarkably uneventful journey here. Alright. Skip over the unassigned skill points, and then we end the turn. Says one of our buildings can be upgraded. I will take a quick look at that first. Is the tribute collectors. We can gain even more income. 250 up to 350, 100 more. Ooh. Not a bad call. But I'm more intent on waiting till we can get these gun turrets in, so let's keep saving. We're gaining a good deal of raw materials a turn. We could increase that pretty substantially by gaining some more land, so move on through, and we'll end the turn. A final supper. Seeking the gift of regeneration, an imprudent cabal of young magic users have been dabbling in ogre gastronomy. But disaster strikes as they inadvertently summon the great maw itself, smacking. Oh man, we should have fed it before. Smacking its lip with delight at the banquet laid out before it, the maw devours the hapless sorcerers where they stand and disappears with a satisfied belch. This arcane upheaval has sapped the winds of magic faction-wide. Gross. Those fools should have been tampering with the things they didn't understand. Let's start raiding. We can't make it to the Tower of Gordoth. And then we'll send in Gordoth to attack the garrison. Oh, he can just damage buildings. Okay, can you assault the garrison? No, but you can steal technology, which I'm happy with. Get over there and steal. Our efficiency has dropped below 100%. Don't like to see it. When you failed. You know how much gold I had left, right, bud? I really needed you to win. Vicious is moving his way around. Did we move some of the labor? No, there's not enough. We'll be at 87% for a moment. Alright, Ungrim.
I have no time for this.
I don't have time for this either. We really don't want to fight Ungrim.
No way. Stop that.
Yeah, not with Drozdtech, not yet. So let's jump into encamp stance and kind of pull back just a little bit there. I'd love to do some more raiding to steal some laborers, but looks like we'll have to be doing that just with Zhatan for now. He's stealing a good number of them, so hopefully this will help out our efficiency next turn. We are losing 58 still. We're really low. That's fine. We'll get back to it. Let's turn the Masterful Architects back around to something that actually helps out with control so we don't lose as many of our laborers. Let's drop to the Billowing Smokestacks. Skip over unassigned skill points. Another convoy dispatch is available. We just can't send out any raw materials, sadly, so we're going to have to skip over that as well. Big sad. Could spend some on the tribute collectors. We will not. We will not. Alright. Another turn. Convoy encounter. Rats in a finally. This route is endless. Our beleaguered convoy has been traveling for what seems like forever with no ends in sight. Surely a detour through subterranean tunnels would get our goods to their location a little bit sooner. Pernicious Skaven, however, may have something to say about it. What is the battle with the Rattling Guns and the Grey Seer of Ruin, which is always going to be a little bit challenging. We do have the Ogres, though, so they can kind of charge through the front line of Skaven and get into that back line pretty quickly. Let's take the shortcut. We need extra laborers. We've been ambushed. Oh, man. Well, this is going to be rough. Rattling guns on an ambush are never a good thing. Let's get to the battle. Alright. Where are these rats coming from? Battle's begun. It's not giving me access to any of my ogres. Get on those Rattling guns right away. That's the only target that matters. Shotguns, let's pull forward. Always our axes move in. Graveguard move in from the other side here. Let's have the Overseer. There's their lord. Let's hunt him down and bring him down quick. Get out of a blob. That's what they're trying to get us into. They're really trying to get us to blob up so the Ruin Mage can get his damage in. Alright, the Rattling Guns are gone. That's one of their most elite units dealt with. They're just sending their Night Runners into battle. Interesting strategy. Give everyone here extra armor. Can we pull you through in after the Ruin Seer? That'd be great. Keep slaughtering. Where's that coming down at? I wanted to go in and see the battle itself, but that was not what we wanted to see at all. Get these shotguns singing. Keep tearing these dudes apart. Skaven slaves are kind of spread out amongst all over the place. That's very interesting. Graveguard, keep fighting. Let's pull these ogres away because they're having a little bit of trouble against all of those Skaven slaves there. Get those shotguns singing. We need to pull you through the line in on this Grey Seer. Get another charge in. You guys go through in on these Rattling Guns. Pull away from this lightning. Grey Seers. Push right through the line. Okay, perfect. The Overseer has gotten into battle with the Morlock. Alright, yeah, now we need to chase these Rattling Guns off permanently. I'm not dealing with that at all. That's going to be a really bad amount of damage for them. This Grey Seer is single-handedly the biggest issue in the entire army. Back to back with those shotguns there. Just so many rats, and most of them are turning and fleeing. Beautiful. Now we cannot let him leave. Face him down. Keep ripping those shots. Rattling Guns are completely gone. These guys are at the tier where they're just basically going to turn and run no matter what, and there's the victory. Woo! That ambush made that fight extra kinds of nasty. Oh, pulled through. managed to pull out of that victory with or at least out of that ambush with a victory. I now understand why we want to drop the ambush success chance on all of our foes there. We'll transport these captives on back. Try to keep working our efficiency back on as high as we can there. At 94 now, back up to 100, that's right. The flesh greeters have been destroyed. Destroyed the rats in a tunnel and gained skills. Perfect. Excellent, excellent. So it looks like the enemy has decided not to defend the Tower of Gordoth. An interesting strategy. We will come on over and besiege the town. Trot on over very slowly on his Lamasu. Gonna give us a valiant defeat. We'll continue that siege up. Grab Ithuk, where you at, bud? Put you back in the army. Is a single burning head cast will eliminate most of the enemy's hobgoblin units in a single go. Tower of Gordoth being tier 3 is a fantastic boon for us. We don't have to spend any of our raw materials to get this thing on up. And it has gold over here at the Mines of Gorgoth. Gold and marble. These poor fools. Well, we are dwindling even more on our income, but now Birnoth is the only one sitting over here. Looks like the Red Eye are hopefully pressuring them from the north. So let's move our Castellan up. Kind of keep an eye on things. He's going to be dropping income for all buildings in their province. Keeping our positive income working too, so Cinderbeard will give you some Chaos Dwarf warriors to act as your front line. That'll drop our income to about half of what it currently is. Can we afford one more unit of Hobgoblin Archers? Man, we are pushing things to its absolute limit at that point. Now that we know that their Umgrim has actually moved on away, we'll jump him back into the army. Okay, Draustai can't move any further. Never mind. I was going to say we could move him up a little bit. We'll grab these Chaos Dwarf Warriors then, and then the single unit of Hobgoblin Archers. Up 280. We're still positive for now. We'll be alright. Baby. Baby. Alright, Zhatan. We really need to bring down the Tower of Gorgoth. Let's get one more battle in for this episode here. Bringing down the Overlords of Zarduk's seat of power there. They should not have started a war with me. We'll toss the Lichbane pendant in on whoever does not have magical attacks. Looks like Demon Smith doesn't, but he has Frostbite and Flaming attacks. We'll give it to Gordoth. Perfect. Take a quick look at the map we are going to be assaulting here. Ooh, a new layout. I can't wait. Let's get to it. That'll begin. Actually, before we start this one off, I know that it has been a good 46 minutes here. I'm not trying to lose this episode. I do not save scum. I'm not about it. We're going to quick save here just in case that anything funky happens with the recording. I don't have the heart to have this whole episode again. This has been a great one, so I don't want to lose it. Let's start the battle. Alright, let's get to tearing down the walls of our lesser cousins. Start our deployment and take a quick look at the settlement. This looks absolutely incredible. Got the smokestacks all over the place. Several of them looking really crooked. What is going on with this one? Is that even bolted together? No, they just kind of shove that stuff together. There may be one bolt that actually fits. That's why they lose so many laborers. Hobgoblins are not very useful, are they? Alright, let's find the weakest point to blast through these walls. We've got 2 towers on, or I guess 4 towers on this side. 6 over here, so I mean, already we are selling me on attacking from this angle, although our magma cannon could probably rip some rip some shots in and actually claim some lives up in the top portion of this spot. The biggest issue with the magma cannon is it doesn't have a lot of vertical elevation on its shots. Kind of only fires in a straight line, more or less, so I think we'll bring it over here to start, and we may drag it over later on, but use our Vanguard deploy to get a really good angle on these walls, because it does actually have a smidge of vertical elevation. I won't give it too much smack talk. As long as it can hit the side of one of those formations, it should do a ton of damage. Death Streak up there as well. The Doom Train. All our war machines are ready to go. We'll put those 2 in guard mode only, so Thomas the Pain Train can rip through those lines as a chariot. Group the boys up. We will get them a little bit closer together than normal. Pull them like this. There we go. We'll have the cutthroats up front. because these towers do not look to have any armor-piercing damage. They'll be plinking away one at a time at our lines, so hobgoblins are perfectly fine to take as many of those shots that our more important units would be instead. Put the sneaky gets on the other side there. Oh, don't want you guys all in guard mode. We want them in a group. You guys all in guard mode. The Dawi warriors. The blunderbusses in the center. Warriors, blunderbusses way more consolidated in their line. There we go. Gordoth in the back with his hobgoblin raiders. Lamassu, Bale Taurus. Lamassu. Battle begin. Alright, let's bring Zhatan forward. Looks like they have only 2 hobgoblin archers up at the front. Interesting strategy. We'll see how it pays off for them. Let's have you cutthroats actually taking the walls on the other side. Well, actually, no, you guys go hit the gatehouse. You guys go in on the other side. Or, interesting, don't attack the gatehouse. Guess they were having a hard time with that order. We'll charge Zhatan over the top. Amazing first hit there. Send these guys not in on the gates, but up and over those walls. The Droths are warriors. I don't really want to move them up just yet. Zhatan should smash on down. I don't want to cast any of our spells. Not to start. Just do as much damage as you can where you're at. Another amazing shot from our Death Shriek. Putting in work. Alright, the Doom Train will bring it forward. They haven't even got control over those gates anymore, so more power so you can move in even faster. Start chopping through those gates. Looks like they've got a tower going in 22 seconds. Let's bring you over to keep helping out. Zhatan, you move over and knock down that tower. Like a single fireball at these hobgoblin raiders. Or just archers there. Where is your army? Ah, here it is. They're moving up from that. I guess they heard me talking about wanting to go through that first front main gate there. Pretty amazing cast. We did eliminate the hobgoblin archers fully, so they aren't coming back. Lamassu, go tear down that tower. Spread out their towers a little bit across the board there. Alright, Death Shriek, let's pull you up just a bit. Magma Cannon as well. Maybe hit some shots over the walls. I was talking smack, but that worked out just fine. Bring you over for a really nasty burning head if we're lucky. Use those. Maybe don't use the guns, because that might do way too much damage to those hobgoblins sitting there. Alright, you guys stop firing just for now. Gordoth, we're going to bring you through those gates in to claim the point. Since you're on that wolf, you move really quickly. You guys move up. Archers. Lamassu, get that burning head launched. So many enemies here. So little time. That unit's eliminated. That unit's eliminated. Oh, it bounced. How unfortunate. Overcast in on these blunderbusses, though. Pour down that pretty quickly. Yeah, shoots bulge. What is wrong with you? Bring them up. Archers. Hobgobbos. Bring my raiders in. These guys come down and claim this point. Alright, you guys come on back so you're not getting torn up by the enemy blunderbusses there as they take one good shot and do a lot of damage. We'll wait till they're engaged and the Lamassu can charge on in behind. Death Shriek. Definitely time to start killing the enemy. He's way too high, you can't hit him. Fools. Time to send the boys in. Underneath. Khan is starting to take some hits. Let's bring him in on top of the blunderbusses. Another burning head will do nicely right through this line. Zhatan will also drop down the sadistic snare on the blunderbusses as we get a little bit closer. Make sure the Death Shriek is firing on them. Pain Train, I thought I told you to come inside the walls. Goblins, shut them down, please. Bring the archers over. Get some Armor of Contempt down. Dude, charge down into combat. You don't want to be taking all those free hits. Ouch. He's dodging most of them there as they swoop down. We will chop down a Withering as well. And then a Shield of Thorns on himself. Gordoth, we're going to use you to deal with this group of Dabi warriors moving in. Having the best time. Yeah, they tried to brace for him. They're going to keep trying to brace. You're lucky you're able to do stuff like that. Charge on in, activate all the abilities. These two should be easily dealing with what they're fighting against. Looks like there's some more cutthroats coming on in, so let's go ahead and pull Zhatan back so we can get another charge in. Pull you on back. Doom Train. Start firing shots in on these warriors here. They do it as slowly as they can. Zhatan's back up out. Bring him back in. For a nice rear charge. Go ahead and eliminate the capabilities of any of these Dabi warriors that are in here. But actually, we probably want to save this for the Bull Centaurs, and I haven't seen them just yet. So the cutthroats up, playing in this position. One of you kind of hold this line there. Deathstreak is really tearing into these fools. Keep blasting away. Droth's Zharr warriors move in. Blunderbusses, we will keep you in the center here. Alright, Lamasu, we need some help from your casts of a Burning Head here. And once that goes off, we'll use the Commotion to break free. Awesome. Alright, so Goblin Cutthroats, you are getting destroyed by our own weapons of war there. Deathstreak, we need to give you better targets. Where are his Bull Centaurs? There they are. There's the Bull Centaurs. Let's go ahead and launch some of the demolition rockets on them once they get a little closer. Gordoth, pull back. Doom Train, let's get firing on these warriors coming around the corner here. Archers are moving as fast as they can. Not get shot at by any of the blunderbusses. That would make me frown. The Zhatan come over the top. Gordoth, you have to kind of hold the line here while everyone else starts firing. Zhatan's taking some free damage. He shouldn't be. Sadistic Snare down on the Bull Centaur Renders here. Crash down on these blunderbusses. Let's give Gordoth the Thorns. You can also do the Burning Head just to lower the leadership of everyone in this unit here. We're not lucky we'll hit some of our own cutthroats, but it'll be worth it. Alright, Zhatan. Get you charging in on the Bull Centaurs. You as well. Drop down on top. We'll drop down the Armor of Contempt on everyone in this unit. Our own Droths are finally in the battle. Cut them off. Blunderbusses will probably want to just leave out of this one for now. Raiders will come around. Yeah, you guys move in and eliminate this group of archers that's coming on forward. Well done. Enfeebling foe on the Renders. You drop yourself on down. Deal with these warriors coming in. Zhatan is easily holding his own. Our archers are a little bit too close there. Activate the Crooked Dice, giving him his damage resistance in total, which is perfect. Probably is due to chucking a fireball would probably do more damage to our own. Heat blasting. All the Hobgoblin archers fire on the Centaur Renders. There we go. They flee. Flee before us, fools. Perfect. More cousins to add to our towers. These guys might work better in the mines than our previous.
Thrown thee down.
Alright. Rushing defeat for the overlords of Zharr-Naggrund. We have to wait for their lord to come on over and actually do some battle with us, but we actually managed to minimize our casualties almost entirely to the Hobgoblin Cutthroats, which is perfect. Our Demonsmith Sorcerer here almost gaining 400 kills by himself, which is incredible. 96 labor added to our force. We could sack the settlement for a whole lot of labor and gold, but we will probably just go ahead and claim it as a tower, because if we were to do this, we would immediately then lose the tower level there. Tower of Gordoth joins, and we have unlocked the Blazing Beards of Bazarak, which are just Chaos Dwarf warriors. Blazing Beards are exactly what occurs if one of these specialist warriors was to drop his Naphtha bomb rather than hurl it at the foe.
Zhatan the Black.
On, you've gained just enough skill points. We can start gaining your lovely skills here. So for Brutality of the Zharr, grab Subjugator as well there for extra post-battle loot. I think we'll want the General of Zharr for extra upkeep reduction. And then the Laughing Killer is finally unlocked. Oh, I guess we get it before the others. Ward Save and Regeneration are very nice, but the ability to drop enemy leadership is far too useful. Scaring off all of the enemy Drothzar laborers and hobgoblins way sooner than our own would flee. Gordoth, let's go ahead and finish off your replenished troops. Love to start working through too sneaky, but we need to get our troops replenished as fast as we can. Heathhoop, we'll go for Reforge this time so we can start healing up those infernal engines. Our convoy that is out on battle currently, we'll go ahead and give you better scales so you're selling for more. I take that back. I am not keen on getting ambushed again. I was talking all the smack before, but that is terrible. So we could actually upgrade the Tower of Gorgoth to a battlement already. It comes with the Fane Guardhouse and the Ash level, as well as some patrol routes. We're keeping the patrol routes in. We'll probably delete the Ash level, and then the Fane Guardhouse will also probably keep in. Not a bad acquisition, not at all. We have a whole bunch more gold to work with. We can also just upgrade the Silver Pinnacle as well. I am probably going to just focus fully on the Gates of Zharr, working this one up to tier 4 sooner rather than later. The other two settlements can kind of stay at tier 2, have their normal guardhouses and such. Let's go ahead and give Zhatan some more blunderbuss units. That will make his army just a little bit more deadly. And then with that victory over the Overlords of Zharr-Naggrund, I am out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard of War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub zone, and I will see you on the next one.